So I, on behalf of school management, principal, and all the teachers, welcome all of you to this orientation for class 9 for the session 2021-22. Before we start our presentation, I would just like to request you that keep yourself on mute. So lockdown and online mode has actually taught us this new terminology, mute and unmute. So please mute yourself for the better quality of our presentation. And at the same time, I would request, if you have any query, just note it down. And at the end of the session, we will be taking all your queries one by one. You can write in the chat box also, so that also can be done. So here we start. So dear parents, class 9 actually is a career building class. Here a child is exposed to various kinds of subjects, and he actually tries to find out what is his area of interest, and then on the basis of that interest, he actually wants to make correct choices in life. A career is best career if that has passion and knowledge both combined together. We at Smart Wonder School assure you that we will not leave any stone unturned to equip your ward with the best possible skills and knowledge that would be required for his career growth, for a challenging life that he's going to face ahead. We have a wonderful team with us. So I assure you that this beautiful team will be taking your ward to his destination. So here I just introduce my team, class 9. So ma'am, over to you.
Good morning. I'm Rashmi Khanna, and I'll be taking social sciences for class 8B, and 9th and 10th I'll be taking geography and economics for them. I'm class teacher for class 9A. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Gurmeet. I will be teaching English to all the sections of class 9 and 10, and I'm the class teacher of 9B. I want all the children to believe in 3 R's: regularity, reinforcement, and rewards. This is what I expect from you. Regularity in attending the classes, submission of your work, reinforcement. Just don't leave the work once it's done in the class. Keep trying it. Revise it over and over, and the rewards are there for you. At the end of the session, no one has to worry for our assessment and our scores. Thank you. Over to the next teacher.
Good morning, dear parents and students. I'm Rima Patyal. I'll be taking physics for class 9 and physics chemistry for class 10th. I am the class teacher of 9C. Eagerly waiting for you all, dear students. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. So here we start our presentation for the day. This is our beautiful school, waiting for all our children. We actually thought that we will be opening our school this year, but because of the situation, again, we have to close down and we are going online. Our stalwarts at Smart Wonder School, our director, Mr. Sandeep Singh, whose vision brought the school to this greater height today. And he firmly believes that education is not preparation for life, but it is life itself. Our dynamic principal, Mrs. Poonamjeet Kaur, who believes in providing opportunities for growth through an integrated structure of curricular and co-curricular activities. Ma'am is with us today for this orientation session. We welcome you, ma'am, to this orientation for class 9. We at Smart Wonder School believe in holistic development of young minds. Teachers and students, they all come together, grow together, and we try to make our children confident, competent, and caring individuals. Before we start our presentation for the year 21, we would like to take you to our session that went by in 2020. So there are few glimpses from the session. So when we started our session last year, we were forced to close the school. Only school closed, but learning didn't stop. We were happy to see our smiling students in those online classes. And we did many activities. There are some pictures from those activities that I'm sharing with you today. These are not in any order of preference or anything. Just like that, we just wanted to show you what all good work was done last year when we were forced to close our school. We did lots of activities, celebrations, where all the teachers and students were together, whether it was Diwali, Holi, Dashera, Gurpurab, Independence Day or Republic Day. We celebrated all festivals in the virtual mode together. We were so happy to see these happy faces. Physical education class was a favorite class of our students, where children waited for the teacher with ball in their hands. It was a lovely sight indeed. Whether it was social science or science, all the activities, whether it was Constitution Day or any other day that was there, it was all celebrated. Lots of experiments were conducted, lots of interesting activities were done. You can see a picture of a pizza that was created by children while learning parts of the cell in the class. I hear, I forget, I see, I remember, I do, I understand is the philosophy that is followed at Smart Wonder School.
Yes, Raina ma'am, you can go ahead now. We can see the slides.
Okay, yeah. So I think
their children had got the medal.
They have got the medal, and now next one. So, so children joined the classes. And we conducted offline exam for them, and social distancing norms were in place. And we conducted our PTM also on 13th March. So these are the pictures that you can see from the year 2020. And it culminated into the PTM that was conducted on 13th March. So now we start with our session plan for the year 2021. So we will be having a hybrid model of classes where we will synchronize online and offline mode together. Actually, we had done this practice in the month of January and February with our students of class 9 and 10 already. So how it happens in the hybrid class, that children attend the class in the classroom in the offline mode, and at the same time, the same class is streamed in the online mode also. Both the teaching, teaching is happening simultaneously for both the children. So online children are sitting at home and offline children are sitting with social distancing in the classes. So we started with this hope that we will be continuing with our hybrid classes. But because of the situation that is now, we have decided to go online for initial 2 months. So all our classes are already equipped with computer, camera, microphone, and to attend to the children who will be present in the classes physically, and all those children who will be attending the same classes in the online mode. The option of online and offline can be reconsidered by the parent after a written permission from the principal. Naturally, if a child is unwell, she or he can attend the class online. Classes will have limited number of children who would be sitting in the class for the offline mode, and a proper timetable will be followed for offline as well as online mode. This is all about hybrid class in case if we go ahead with this later. However, right now, as you know that for initial 2 months, we have decided to go online. So this is the protocol that we have decided. School timings will be from 8 a.m. to 1:20 p.m. Attendance to be marked in the Google Meet from 8 o'clock to 8:10. This is something very important. Last year, what happened, we used to just upload our attendance sheet in the Google class and children used to mark attendance there. But now we have changed the system. So all the children will have to be physically present in the class at 8 o'clock, and attendance will be marked in the Google Meet. So teacher will be physically counting all the numbers and meeting all the children. And this is the way attendance will be marked. And it is going to be compulsory to wear school uniform. This is one thing more that we have added. And to have a proper seating arrangement at home. This is a request to all the parents. Please give them a space where they can sit and learning can happen more effectively. So even during online classes, so this arrangement actually should be made. Camera to be switched on. This is another thing that all our teachers struggled last year. So camera should be switched on while attending online classes. And this year, we will be introducing a system of PA, periodic assessment. So it will be conducted the way it was conducted in the offline mode earlier. Every Monday, we will be conducting PAs, and the timetable on that particular day will be extended because of that 1 hour that we will be creating for this. And soon we are going to share detail with you. Earlier, we were taking a chapter-based assessment that will be called now revision assessment, but a formal assessment in the form of PAs will be conducted on every Monday. Written work is again emphasized this year. So it is to be done by the students in their notebook and to be uploaded regularly. Class teacher to be contacted between 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. for any query on any working day. As you know that teachers have already formulated their groups. So you can always convey your message to the class teacher that with whom you want to meet or want to talk, or this is the way messages can be conveyed. Please stick to the time between 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. only. And all the calendar activities will also be done whether we are online or offline. This is a promise. Now, in case when we open school, like what is the social distancing and COVID protocol that actually we are emphasizing again and again. So social distancing norms are to be followed, clean masks should be worn, and children have to bring their own water bottle refill also, although will be provided in the school. They have to bring their own sanitizer for personal use. Otherwise, all the classrooms and corridors are already equipped with the touch-free sanitizers. And follow social distancing norms at entry, exit, or any point wherever it is possible to be in school. So social distancing norms are to be followed. Committing also with social distancing norms, and any health issue in the family or the child, that information should be given to the school. That is very important now. So we have to have social responsible behavior that is required. And children have to wear proper school uniform when they are coming to school, and they need to wear full sleeved shirts so that any contact with this surface should be avoided. Bring healthy food in lunch box, because we will not be providing canteen facility initially, and no sharing of food or water should be encouraged. It should be avoided at any cost. And do not send your ward to school if he or she is unwell. Now, arrival and dispersal. Again, I reiterate that we are talking about when school will reopen, and that time, how we go about it. If school opens, then timings will be from 8 a.m. to 2:50 p.m. and hybrid classes will continue. And however, for online classes, timings are going to be 8 a.m. to 1:20 p.m. Students are expected to reach school at least 10 minutes before the starting time during offline classes, and same protocol has to be followed when they are joining online classes. So 10 minutes before they start, like 8 o'clock sharp, they have to join the Google Meet. I again emphasize on this. Avoid sending your ward to school much before the starting time, because then social distancing is not possible to maintain. We want that they should enter the school gate only just 10 minutes before the starting time. Students again should be picked up punctually after 2:50 p.m. and dispersal will be conducted from the front lawn and basketball court. And frequent latecomers in the morning, especially we are talking about, they will be sent home. And those who join late for any online class or they are not joining all the online classes, I want to emphasize once again that they will be marked absent now. We are going to follow this protocol very strictly this year. So that is why all have to join the classes at 8 o'clock sharp. Naturally, when we open school, your diary, that becomes very important. So you have to carry it to school every day. Now, uniform and submission of work. So students must come to school neatly dressed in their proper school uniform. And those who are attending online classes also must wear proper school uniform. And students must carry their textbooks, stationery, notebooks as per the timetable. And similar thing goes for those children who are attending online classes also, because we are going to ask for their submission of work on a regular basis now. Library books are issued for a period of like 1 week, and if it is delayed in submission of the book, then a fine of 5 rupees per day will be charged. If it is lost, in that case, the book has to be replaced. And send a diary note in case of any appointment. And I have already told you, in case of appointment in the online mode, connect with the class teacher. Time is again between 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. School rules and regulation, children should not be wearing any ornaments or any expensive watches when they come to school. And similarly, they should show all the respect to the school property. Similarly, in the online mode, they should not write anything in the chat box. That is very, very important. So again, one more protocol that they need to follow. And please, please, please do not approach any staff member for extra coaching or tuition. We have wonderful teachers here. You will not require it. And at the same time, please do not make any informal groups with the parents or with teachers. It is not needed. Communication system we have followed in school, and we have already created groups, formal groups, where you are connected with your class teacher. Those attending online classes will have to log in at 8 a.m. Again, I'm saying that because we are going to strictly follow it this year. So now, I think all parents are waiting for this, that how our school is equipped with the new education policy. As you know that there is a lot of debate that is happening around that how new education policy is to be implemented, what schools are doing about it. As you know that when new education policy was announced, that time we were actually online. So whatever we could think that we will be able to implement, whether we go online or offline, this is something that we assure you that we are going to follow this year. So the most important thing is skill-based approach that definitely we are going to take. So all activities done in the school, whether it is art, dance, music, sports, IT, they will all have an element of skill progression. As far as our subjects are concerned, we are already emphasizing on skill enhancement. Our teachers are working in this direction already. But these are the various other skills in which also we are planning to introduce the skill element. Due to COVID, children will not be doing internship. This is another thing that is the highlight of new education policy, that children will be going for internship during summer break. So we may not be able to have this internship this year due to this COVID situation, but we assure you that practical exposure in the school during online classes will be given. We will be calling experts from the industries who will be doing programs with these children in the online mode. Now, some examples I'm quoting here, that what is the plan already. of the skill that we plan to introduce this year, like coding and artificial intelligence classes for the IT classes, and music and dance will have all the element of classical forms. Like we will show a progression that how a child is like learning this skill in class 6, how he will be progressing in class 7, how he will be progressing in class 8. So this is the way we go about. Similarly, in sports also, we will be emphasizing on the basics. So that will be the way we will be going ahead. So now another important element when our children are in class 9, because class 9 is part of CBSE curriculum. So these are the sites which you can visit whenever you need to know about guidelines issued by CBSE. So you can note down this, you can click the picture here, although we will be informing all our students that these sites actually are equipped with latest guidelines, latest circulars, and at the same time, there is a lot of study material that is now uploaded on the website by CBSE. So now our academic pattern will be based on the new CBSE system of assessment and examination. CBSE actually had started with CCE and then they introduced board examination from the year 2017 onwards. And now there will be no semester system. So students will be assessed on the basis of pen paper test conducted at the end of the term. And there will be a component of internal assessment also. For each subject, end of term, 80 marks paper will be conducted and 20 marks will be assigned for internal assessment, where marks will be assigned like this. Periodic tests are the regular tests. As I was just talking about, every Monday we are planning to conduct periodic tests. So from those tests, 5 marks will be taken. And multiple assessments will be conducted throughout the year by the subject teachers in the form of quiz, group activities, etc. 5 marks will be assigned for that. Similarly, there will be subject enrichment activities, which will comprise of any project, file work, viva, etc. 5 marks will be assigned for that. Similarly, portfolio, where a child can show his or her own achievements there. So 5 marks will be given for that. So this is the total of 20 marks that would be there for internal assessment. Class 9 will have 2 terms. First term will be April to September and second term will be from October to March. Areas of assessment will be scholastic and co-scholastic. Both the areas will be assessed. Scholastic will be a combination of various subjects like English, math, science, social science. Then we will have language, Hindi, Punjabi, French. I think in class 8, we had already asked you about the second language option. So I just want to clarify this because there was little doubt as far as choice of this language was concerned. Actually, formula till class 8 is 3 language formula, where your first language is English, second language in the school is Hindi, and third language is chosen by the student as per the interest, either between French or Punjabi. So now when they reach class 9, there is 2 language formula for class 9 and 10. Language 1 is your English and language 2 can be chosen out of Hindi, French and Punjabi. So wherever a child is comfortable and whatever he wants to pursue in life, as per that decision can be taken. And at the same time, CBSE has given this advantage that one more language, if a child wants to do, can be taken up as an additional language. So your first language is English, suppose second language you have taken Hindi, and you want that your child should be doing Punjabi as an additional language. So this option is also available. As far as school is concerned, we will be providing study material for this additional language, although regular classes may not be possible. However, testing facility, examination, assessment, all those facilities will be available. So children can go for 3 language formula for class 9 also. And the best part is that when board declared results in class 10, whichever is higher, those marks can be taken for calculating the percentage. So this is the advantage that is there. Now, term 1, this would look like this: periodic assessment 25 marks, periodic assessment 2 80 marks. However, we will all be converting it into a weightage of 5 marks only. Similarly, multiple assessments and subject enrichment activities, as you can see on this slide, that all it is reflected here. And term 2 is also shown here. Again, it is a combination of periodic test 3, then yearly exam at the end of the term, 80 marks, and again, multiple assessment, subject enrichment, and portfolio. So if you observe, this is an ongoing process. The whole year will have multiple assessments, subject enrichment, and portfolio. This work will keep on happening in the school. And please, parents, I want to tell you, this is not something that is to be done only at the end of the year. So this is not like that. Maybe we become more alert that way, we start asking for more submission, but this work has to be done continuously throughout the year. And every day teachers are actually doing this work with the children in the classes. So now, how the marks will be taken? We will always take best of periodic test 1, 2, and periodic test 3, and various revision exam, whatever will be taken, and we will convert them into out of 5. Multiple assessments again will be converted into 5. So there is a picture that there is a slide that we are showing you, that what all will be done: oral testing, concept map, exit cards, visual expressions for multiple assessment. Then subject enrichment activity, again, project, viva, practicals, and portfolio will be a combination of classwork, peer assessment, self-assessment, art integration, and any other achievement. Now, the most important, our promotion policy. In order to be declared as passed in class 9, a student must obtain minimum of 33% marks in the internal assessment as well as in the final exam together, and in each of the subject, in each of the 5 subjects. It is not aggregate of all. Each of the 5 subjects, 33% marks should be attained by a student. If a student scores less than 33% marks in 1 or 2 subjects, in that case, it will be considered as a compartment. So he or she will have to write the exam again to be promoted to class 10. If the child scores less than 33 in more than 2 subjects, then he or she will be considered detained in the class 10. Sorry. A printed report card will be given after midterm as well as final examination. Changes in question paper pattern. Objective type questions, including MCQ, will have 20% weightage, and subjective type questions will have a weightage of 60%. And number of questions will be designed as per the blueprint sent by CBSE. So whatever blueprint is sent by CBSE in class 10, the same blueprint we follow in class 9 also. Now, areas of assessment, when we were talking about that, co-scholastic areas will also be assessed. So it will be a combination of discipline, art education, visual and performing arts, health, physical education, sports, yoga, etc., seva and clubs, skill-based activities, which will be resulting in services useful to the community. Now, this is something that is very important. Some changes are introduced by CBSE from the last session. They have introduced 2 levels of mathematics. As you know that there is a fear for mathematics in children. Just to avoid this, what CBSE has planned is 2 types of question papers. One is math standard, the other one is math basic. So whatever children are doing right now, it is called math standard paper. The other version is the easier version. It is the easier level. The syllabus, classroom teaching, internal assessment for both level of examination would remain the same, so that student gets the opportunity to study the whole range of topics throughout the year, and they are able to decide that which level of board examination they want to appear as per their own aptitude and ability. So now what happens when they are studying in the class, they are all studying together. We are not making any differentiation between standard and basic students. So they are all studying together, but just to avoid that fear for examination, at the time of appearing in the exam, what they can do, they can go for basic mathematics. The standard level now, how to make the choice, that is very important. So all students and parents should understand here, the standard math will be meant for those students who wish to opt for mathematics at the senior secondary level. For example, if they want to go for engineering or they want to do some research work in physics or mathematics. So for them, it will be apt to go for standard mathematics. And other children who do not want to pursue math, maybe they have decided to go in some field, they want to pursue history or geography or such subjects, so they can go for basic mathematics. Internal examination and teaching will be uniform for all the students. A student can appear in the standard paper also. This is another facility that is provided by CBSE. Like if you have taken up basic mathematics for your March board examination, what you can do, you can prepare for standard paper and appear in the standard paper in the month of July when compartment exams are conducted by CBSE. So this facility will be available if basic is already clear and now you want to go for higher level of mathematics. Now when to exercise this right, a student will have right to choose between two levels of examination at the time of submission for registration. So you have to register yourself in the month of October, November with CBSE. So at that time, this facility can be exercised. At the time of registration, you can go for this option, either to go for basic mathematics or standard mathematics. Now this term again and again we have spoken, portfolio. So it is a collection of evidence for students' work over the period of time. So it could be any work, day-to-day work, any piece of work, any drawing, any painting, any slogan, any certificate that child has earned or achieved. So it can be combination of photographs, certificates, paintings, audiovisual recordings, self-assessment sheets. So this is a whole lot of examples. We will be actually informing all the students during the session also when we will be having our classes. Now, the question is how to prepare. So one thing, NCERT is your Bible. Stick to it. Do not go beyond this because as far as CBSE is concerned, they are just sticking to NCERT. However, there are certain areas where they are supplying extra information. So that also you should do. So each and every, you can say, topic should be revised from NCERT. And do a lot of, as Gurmeet ma'am had already said, that written practice is a must if you want to score well in class 9. Similarly, regular study habits and keep away from mobile and social media when you are studying. We cannot avoid it, as you know that we are going online. So that is why when you are studying, especially that time, you can avoid it. Similarly, we have two apps which are provided by, again, CBSE. Diksha and Nishtha app for subject-specific study material. So you can download this app and you can see that study material is available and you can go through it. So thank you so much. You can connect with me anytime. So through your class teachers, you can ask them and you can connect with me for any queries or anything. And Principal Ma'am is also here. So any queries, if you want to ask? No? So over to you, Principal Ma'am. So
Good morning, everyone. I hope you can hear me.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
All right. It is lovely to have all of the parents on the same platform. And thank you so much, Raina ma'am, for taking us through the presentation. And I am sure that gave us, all the parents also a lot of clarity as to what we are planning for the year. This is something that the parents had said last year, that there was no orientation, and we apologize that last year we could not have an orientation. We were caught unawares because of COVID, and suddenly we had to close school, and then we were preparing for the classes rather than the orientation. But this year, with so much of experience behind us, we were ready, and that is why we felt that we need to connect with the parents. We were planning to call you to school, as you are aware. However, again, the administration has given new guidelines, and the crowds are not supposed to come. So from our offline orientation, we have shifted to online orientation. However, the idea is to connect and understand what is the way forward, and I think that can be done equally well on online mode also. So I think most of the areas have been covered by ma'am. What needs to be looked at is that we should follow all the guidelines that are given, by the class teachers on a daily basis also. This year, we would like a little more structure. Uh, Even though we are only online for the next 2 months, thereafter we are going hybrid, uh, depending on the situation. So God willing, the situation will improve, and we will be allowed to open the the schools offline. And of course, we have the online mode also for the parents, for the ones who would like to get their children to attend the school from home, or who are in out of station and would still like to continue with our school. Now, the important thing is, as you might have noticed, is that we are going to emphasize on the attendance, which has to be, physically the children have to be present. Not only do they have to be present, but they have to be present, dressed appropriately, and looking as smart Wonderites are supposed to. Besides that, of course, please connect with the teachers wherever there are any, issues regarding any content, any, subjects that you need support with. Please connect with the subject teacher so that she can further tell the class teachers. What is important is that we need to understand that class 9th is a very, very important class, because we are preparing the children for the boards next year. As you know that though we had online classes for the whole year last year, yet the CBSE is conducting offline board exams for the children in May. So we have to be prepared for the boards for our children, and we start doing that from 9th itself. So I am sure that with all your support and the teachers and the students, we can have an amazing result in the coming year. And this year, again, we have to emphasize on the learning. All the concepts that are taught in 9th are connected to 10th. So please ensure that the children are regular. We don't want children to be absent. We don't want that the children should miss out on big chunks of their education. And the best part is, because all the children will be included in the online classes also, even if you opt for offline later. So if the child is not well, the child will still be able to attend the classes from home. So that is an advantage that technology has given us, that even when the child might not be in a condition to attend school, the child will still not miss out on his studies. However, we need to understand that this is not something that the child is not feeling like going to school and the child will just attend online classes. There has to be a proper procedure. The application has to be given. If it's a medical leave, the medical certificate will have to be given, right? So now, if there are any questions, please let's go ahead and resolve the queries. Parents, if you would like to ask something, yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, online and offline mode, the timings are a little different. I'm wondering if in the offline mode it says till 2:50 versus the online classes the kids are going to attend, it's going to be till 1:20. So the time difference. So can I please know why will the time difference, like the students will miss out? for
Yeah,
the
no,
online
ma'am.
classes?
No. So, just a second. So here, the online is just online. The time that has been given as 8 to 1:20 is only when we have only online classes. However, when we have hybrid classes, in that hybrid, both offline and online will have the same timing. This time that was given of 8 to 1:20 is only for the next 2 months, April and May, when we only have online and no child is coming to school.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes.
Sure.
Any other questions?
Yes, ma'am.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you please introduce the class teachers once again?
Yes,
And the
absolutely.
beginning, they were not audible.
Not a problem. Raina, ma'am, we can have a quick
Yes, yes, we are going ahead. So, class teachers, over to you, class teachers. So we have class 9A, Rashmi ma'am with us. Rashmi ma'am, over
They
to you.
can keep standing there, in fact, so we can see also. Yes.
So Rashmi ma'am is here, class 9A. Then we have Gurmeet ma'am, 9B. I hope we are visible now. So all trying to fit in the same frame.
Yes, ma'am, they are.
Rashmi ma'am, she is for class 9. C.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Any other question? No.
Welcome to all the
Yes,
parents.
welcome. We are waiting eagerly for our students now. So I think I have clarified on two important aspects. One was examination and submission of work, and the other one was selection of language. Yes, yes, yes.
Ma'am, when we went to the Anand Brothers to get the books, there was not the French book available. So they said that we need to download it. We will not, they don't have a copy of it.
All right, we will look into this and we will speak to them. And in case you can buy it from somewhere else, you can please go ahead. You don't have to buy it from one shop only.
Yeah.
In case you feel that it is available anywhere else, please go ahead and buy. Otherwise, I will speak to our CEO and ensure that the copies are available with them also.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Ma'am,
Yes.
excuse me, ma'am. Ma'am, just a quick question regarding the basic and the standard maths.
Okay.
So in
Yeah.
10th grade also the same pattern will be followed, like the kids can opt for basic and
Yeah,
standard
yeah.
maths as well?
I want to clarify here. If you take this basic mathematics, although you are registering in class 9, this will be applicable for class 10. This is what I told you, that our teaching will be same, examination paper will be same. Only this facility is provided for the board examination in class 10. So like, just to avoid that fear for maths, so board has introduced a simple paper for these children. Okay, so however, we are studying the same mathematics for 2 years, class 9 as well as class 10. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
And just to reiterate, what ma'am is saying is that in 9th, we are not making any difference. The children will be studying regular maths, but you will give a choice by the end of 9th as to whether you want standard or you want basic, right? And thereafter, also in 10th, we continue teaching the same way. We do not have a separate section for basic and separate for standard. The same teacher teaches the same way. The only thing is that the paper of basic will be simpler. So if your child is not planning to take mathematics in 11th and 12th, the child has no interest in the subject, then you can go in for basic, so that the obviously the marks are also better. And the child, if the child has no interest, then there is no point in forcing the child to do something that is difficult.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you for the clarification. Just one question. So does that mean the basic maths, if my child wants to opt for basic maths later on, so he needs to start from 10th standard, or that will be beginning in the 9th? Sorry, I'm confused.
Ma'am, actually registration happens in class 9. So that registration is relevant for class 10 actually. Although we register them once again in class 10, but whatever option they take, that option has to be taken in class 9. So that is the decision.
Understood.
Decision has to be taken in class 9.
Okay, and when does that decision take place?
This will happen in the month of October, November, when registration will happen with CBSE. So CBSE will send us all the detail, like we have to fill the information and then we register our students. So this registration, at the time of registration, this option has to be given. However, it will be applicable in class 10 during board exam. I hope it is clear.
Yes, ma'am, it is clear. Thank you so much.
Thank
What
you.
is important that you all make an informed decision. So there is enough time for you and the children to understand and to realize whether you want the the standard or the basic. Because once we have registered, then it is a little more difficult to change it. Then there are a lot of applications that need to be sent and things like that. So it is always better to make the correct choice right in the beginning. And like ma'am had mentioned in her presentation also, later also, so even if the child has taken the basic exam, the CBSE gives them another chance later by about August, I think, of the next year to appear for the standard if the child wants to upgrade. So that is not an issue.
Thanks so much for the information, ma'am. This is really helpful because, maths is such a subject which is not, everybody's job.
Yes, I understand. Neither mind. So I
Absolutely. I also had the same challenge during my time. So that's a great relief. Thank you so much.
Ma'am, just a quick question regarding the third language. You will be providing with the study material, but can the teachers be helping little bit for the reference of the kids who want
Yes. We conduct extra classes for that once a week or Saturday. Is utilized. Yeah.
And
Ma'am, I have another question.
just a second. So now we do not call it the third language, ma'am. It's an additional language. Otherwise, there's a confusion. So 9th and 10th only has 2 languages. The extra that you're taking is an additional language.
We called additional language. Yes.
Ma'am, just one more question. Ma'am, just one more question. So, in case my child has picked up a second language as French, but later down the road, she is not comfortable with French and she wants to handpick the additional language again. So, is there any choice?
Ma'am, the thing is, like, if a child has taken French, my suggestion would be, if little you are unsure about it, then always take Hindi or Punjabi as additional language. So what will happen if later you realize that child is not that comfortable, so you will at least have this option of additional with you. So this is what can be done. So it is not difficult to drop the language.
Got it, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Ma'am, I would, I would like to inform you that our faculty is so good. We had a child scoring 100% in French. So if your child is interested and you would like her to continue, and knowing that French is, so widely used across the world, please let her go ahead with French. And, an additional language of Punjabi or Hindi can be taken, as ma'am said.
Yeah, ma'am, and that's our first choice. It's just that, if something happens, so
as it is, the rule is that whichever language, if the additional language marks are more than the second language, then those marks are counted in the board.
Yeah. Got it, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, how can I know my section?
Bache, your groups would have been created. What is the name again?
What is the name?
Pranshu Kumbhar.
Pranshu. Ma'am, your class teacher will just get in touch with you once this, this thing is, orientation is complete. I'm sure that your father or mother has already been added.
You are in B section. We already know better. So I think you are getting messages from Gurmeet ma'am, I'm sure.
Yeah, he's in the group.
No, ma'am, actually the phone was not working.
Okay.
All right.
Ma'am, I am also not getting messages.
Okay.
We have informed you now. Okay. So actually,
any other queries from any of the parents? Because then we will.
One thing because parents are here in class 8, after class 8 when they come to class 9. So I just want to tell all the parents that 9A is meant for French children, like those who have opted for French. All children are put in A section. B section is all those who have opted for Hindi as their second language, and C section is for those who have opted for Punjabi as their second language. So this is the division that we have done. So when you are requesting for change of section, please keep this in mind. If your child has opted for French, so by default, your child will be in A section. So this is the thing.
Ma'am, my son has opted for Punjabi and he's in A section.
Yeah, okay, because the reason is that there is less number of students for French, so that is why to have a balance in all the 3 sections. So some children who have opted for Punjabi are also in A section. So this is the reason. Okay.
So section A is a mixed section.
Yeah, French and Punjabi. Yeah. So I think we have no other query. So all the very best. Thank you so much, Poonam ma'am, for joining us and for support that you always give us. Thank you so much, all the parents, for joining us for this session.
Thanks, ma'am.
So now,
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, parents. Really, without your support, we would not have been able to do what we did last year. All the success that we managed to achieve last year in online classes, the credit goes to you and our staff members who worked day in, day out to ensure that learning continued to happen. Thank you, Raina ma'am, for leading the team and ensuring that our students, were learning regularly. And though we were online, but it did not seem that we were not connected. And this year, whether we online or offline, we promise we will be even more connected, and we'll ensure that we continue to interact with you. And you just have to, contact your class in charges or the vice principal or at the reception. I am always there. You want to come and meet me in the school, you're most welcome. Please do not wait for a little query to become an issue. Please connect with us so that everything is resolved and the children don't suffer. So my main aim is that the children's education, the children's studies should be the best possible. And I thank all the teachers of class 6 to 10, whosoever is present here now, for everything that they've done and ensured that our children have had a good year. And looking forward to an even better session. Thank you, Raina ma'am. Thank you.